Okay, so today we are going to look into how we can change the symbology of a layer. So all of you know that what is a symbology, correct? So symbology, if you want to know, so when you have a layer here with this state save file, India state save file we have, so we go to the symbology, like this is the symbology you can go, and symbology you can create, correct, based on these parameters. You all know these unique values, single symbol, graduated colors. We can create the symbols from here, and we can also save it, correct. So if you want to save this symbol, so we can simply right click and go to the setting, and we can save it as a layer file, correct. So like if you we can save this our data, okay, this symbology we can save as a layer file. You all know this one. So today we are going to work on that only. So what we will do, we will be creating a symbology like this symbology I have created, and I've saved it in my location, and now I will just change it again. I will just make it the simple one as it is, like single symbol, and we can see how we can change the symbology. Okay, now we want to save the symbology without coming here. So if you want to call the symbology, you just when you have saved it, you come here, you double click, or you go to the symbology. From here you can change it, correct. You know how to change the symbology. You come here, and from here you can change it to the like whatever you did, graduated color. So you can go and you can import from here. So today we are not going to import from here. We will be looking how to do using our ArcPy. So we have a lot of things that can be used. A function we have that can be used to create or to change the symbology directly. Okay, because sometimes we need that. So if we talk about our previous classes, so in the previous classes we have talked about a lot of things. Like first we have seen the architecture of our, so in the if you talk about from the first class, we have talking about ArcPy. So in that what we did, we have called one save file here, and you have used this one view and geoprocessing Python window we have called here, and we created a buffer. So I have given you the idea about the functions, correct. Then I given you the idea about the architecture of the ArcPy, how the functions are stored in your ArcPy with the help of modules. So we looked into so many modules, data access module, mapping module, data management module, like those. I have given you the basic idea how these modules are storing the functions. Then I have also given you the in-depth idea of your ArcGIS project. First we have the ArcGIS project. In the ArcGIS project we have the maps. Inside the maps we have the layers. So in the last class we have seen how to add a layer, correct. We have added our layer with the help of our add layer function. If you go back with your videos, you can see that how we have added. So today we are going to create a symbology and save the symbology, and in that symbology what we are going to do, we will be calling here in this ArcGIS project. So let's create one symbology with our desired output. So I will go into symbology. So symbology is here, so I will just create a graduated color symbology, and in the symbology I will just try to work with this shape length, and I will change it to natural blacks it is. So we will be going to change its color also. Color, which one? This one, it is looking great. Okay, I'm changing to 4 classes. Okay, so today we have only 3 students, correct. 1 2 3. Okay, so let's make with 3 colors, so that it will be remember 3 classes we are creating. Okay, 3 colors, it is done. Now what you do, you know how to save the this layer. So you will right click and the data sharing and save it as a file. So I will save it in, I think previously we have also created some symbology we have created, India state symbology. So where it is, symbology. Okay, so I will write it Vinaya. I will name it as Vinaya. Today what is the date? Today is 27. Yeah, it's 27. 27 August. Okay, I am naming this layer as Vinayak 27 August, and I will be saving in the our symbology folder. Correct. And now I will just make it as it was. Going to symbology, and I will save it also. So making it symbol layer like this, and I will save it. Okay, I have saved it also. So you can see that this is our India state, and now we are going to work on this layer. India state will be working. Okay, and we will change the, we will be uploading the, we will be importing our that layer which we have saved here with the help of ArcPy. So I have saved the file, I have saved the project, I am closing this project. So next time when I will just open this project, so you can see that this layer will be changed. This orange color will be not there. Okay, this orange color will be not coming here. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, so with the help of our this, we have a one function here, that is a management, that is called apply symbology layer. So here we'll be working with. Okay, so you know the architecture. So who one tell me the architecture of the ArcPy, architecture of the ArcGIS project? Because from today I am going to ask a lot of questions from everyone. So I will first ask question from Vinaya. So Vinaya, can you give me the architecture of your ArcGIS project?
Architecture,
Yes,
is it?
like how the data.
I don't
Yes,
how the data works.
yes, how the data works.
So what I know is okay. So when we save any picture class or shape file, that time multiple layers are created, like projection file. The attribute information is stored in a different file, different format. So there are a group of files, to project one feature
No, I'm
class.
not talking about. I'm talking about the ArcGIS project. When you create a ArcGIS project, so how it is like, first we have the
Uh,
ArcGIS project, correct? Inside that we have the maps. Inside the maps,
okay. We have feature layers. We can yes, feature layers, and inside that we have geometries and attributes along with those geometries.
okay. So if I want to go to that India state layer, how we can go? What will the procedure for it?
So first I'll open project,
Yes, correct,
then I'll go to map,
correct.
and then I'll search for the India district layer.
Okay, great. So that the way we have to approach. Okay, so that approach I'm doing. Okay, here. So first I'm calling our
Oh,
APRX. You can see I have called the project, correct? And we are saying that this is project is loaded, and we are going to look into the maps. So these maps will be taking the APRX, and one function is their list map, that is going to work on our the all the maps. But here also in the all the maps, we don't want all the maps, I want the first map only. Okay, I want to work on the first map. So let's see how we can work on that also. So first we will be calling our layer which we have created, the layer 5 LYRX we will create it. I will give its location. So this location is in Avakaza ArcGIS Pro, and in the symbology we have, and this is my Vinaya 27 August which we just recently created. So I am giving the layer which I want to change, not here, I have to give it here. I have changed it, and now I am just giving the name which I have created just now. I have given location now. Now I will go to each of the map. Okay, I will go to each of the map. So we have to loop into the map. So we will saying for map, for each map in the maps which you have stored, all the maps, go inside that and print the map name, map.name, it will print. Okay, and for each of the map, when you enter for each map, I want for that, for each map I want the layers also. So I'm creating a variable layers, and for that map dot list me the layers. Okay, when you list the layers, again go to the layer one by one layer you go in the layers of the first map and give me the layer name f double quotes layer. Then this is how to add the variable using the formatting, and check if the layer dot name is equal to India state. When you go to that layer, go first APRX, then our map. In the map, each map looking for the layer, and if that layer is matching with this name, so use this function ArcPy.management.apply symbology from layer. So this is the function. It will be taking two things. The first thing, it will take the layer on which layer you have to change. So you know this layer I am talking about, and give me the symbology file. Symbology file already uh, defined here. Okay, and after that these two only it will take, and just after changing just print it that the layer is updated, and print all layers are loaded, and save the project, and say and print the project is saved. So the main purpose, the main functions, one line functions which we called here for our work is the apply symbology from layer. This is the main function which we have used here, apply symbology from layer, correct. And how we did? By matching with the layer, and that layer is coming by the looping into the all the layers and each map. Okay, so this is a simple way. You just always remember, you just write the, keep the notes of yourself by your copy and pen, that these function which I told you today is used for what and what it takes the parameters. So if you will make the notes, it will be better for you. Otherwise I am not going to talk about these function all the time. If questions will be asked from these there, so you have to answer that. So I provided these function. So do you have any question in this function? Okay, so I assume that you don't have any question here. So let's run this and check that it is being changed or not. So I'm running the script. So I hope that it will be changing the layer. Okay, this apply symbology from layer is for changing the layer with the help of our ArcPy. So it is giving the project 1, map 1 and India layer it has given, and it is updating. So symbology layer added to the layer India state, and it is giving the all the name of the layers, maps and layers, maps and layers, and it's saying the project is saved. Okay, so let's check it is being saved or not. I will open this first project. So you can see that I have changed the layer. The symbology changed to uh, three classes which we have created. So this function has worked, correct. Now I will share this script with you. You have to change, you have to practice on this script. Now I will be moving to our bird mapping. Okay, that's the whatever the basics I have to take. I have taken all the basics. Now we will be going to work with our bird mapping. We are going to create a bird map. Okay, I will just try to show you how this is going to work. So this is a very long code. I will be just giving you the example. I will be just trying to explain these codes, and you have to write the note, you have to make the notes of all these functions which I am going to cover here. Okay, so just I will give one example here what we are going to do with these codes. So I have a data, some data will be there. Yeah, so I will be going to share this folder with you, bird mapping folder, and here you can see this, you have the project also. this bird mapping which I opened, you have the project and you have the data also. In the geo database you will find the data bird mapping.gdb. You will find the data here which I'm going to open here. Here you will get the data also, bulk map.gdb. We have some layers .lyrx, we have some data save files, we have some excel sheets also. So see, just most important this excel sheet, because first we are going to work on this excel sheet. So also I have to open the bird mapping ArcGIS project. I have to open. So bird mapping is here only. So if I will ask you what you observe from this map, what you are observe?
The shapefile is grid-wise divided. Gridded cells are formed in this shape.
We have the grids here. So each grid is attribute. So when you go right click and you go to attribute table, and you can see here the all the grids are coming here, correct? We have 61 grids here, small. If you look into this grid, so this is the grid 20. This is a grid ID, cell ID is 28. So we have this also to select. We can select this one. So this one pop up I don't want. I will go to the selected only. So this is the selected hour. This is object ID 28, and here you can see that some attributes are there: EC, LLRD, LNG, TLS, BL, TLB, ORNDL, NL. These are some abbreviations. Okay, and it in this grid you can see that something is written observed, not observed, observed, not observed, 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 observed. So I will give you an idea about this. What is this? So you have seen that for each of the your grid we have some data. This table will be for each of the table. So cell ID 39 also we have, cell ID 40 also we have, same thing we have, but it is changing observed or not observed. So these things, these fields name are the name of the birds. If you want to see it, you can see it from here. So we have here, we have these same thing. So these are the short forms of a bird, short names, abbreviations we have. Okay, and we have our the full name. If it is written ECLLRD, so it is eastern collared dove. If it will be LNGTLS, it means long-tailed sparrow. If it will be BLTLB, it will be blue-tailed bear eater. These are the name of the birds, and we have 20 birds name here. Okay, and this observed and not observed is that when you go to uh, that grid, so these birds are present or not, like ECLLRD in this when you come here in this cell in this grid. So this ECLLRD is observed or not from this grid? Yeah, it is observed. It is written observed. So when you come with this long TLS, long tailed sparrow, so it is not observed in this grid. So one person was there, he went to these all grids and he checked that this bird in this area, this bird is present or not, and he has provided his observation. So these are the observations, so that this PNTD STR bird is observed in this grid, but this long tail sparrow is not observed. This also bird is observed. Some birds are observed and some birds are not observed in this grid. So that he has written in his save file. Okay, he has created a attribute table. See this CPP RSM. So what is this CPP RSM? CPP RSM, it is here. CPP RSM. Okay, so here CPP RSM. So that bird is there in your attribute, but actually it is not here in our this. Okay, so we will be only looking into these 20 birds. Okay, so you can create the layer of these 20 birds. Okay, so these birds are present or not, we are going to look into that. So we have, so how we can do this? Can you write, can you create the map here? So if I want to look into one of the particular bird, so we can create map, correct? So how we can create the map? We have to go to symbology. So the symbology, we will be looking into the our graduated colors, and based on the graduated colors or unique values. Okay, so we will be calling the unique values, and in the unique values we will be calling the first word. So these three are the available, correct? If you look with this one, so we can create our these three attributes like this, correct? Like the whatever this orange color is not observed, so this bird ECLLRD is not present in these orange color grids, and this blue color is observed, all the blue color grids it is observed, and this green color or bluish color it is not, data is not found here. So when you come to this bird layout map, so you can see that I created a layout also. So this is a text, graphic, straight text, curve text, circle text, left right text, picture, rectangle text, polygon text, straight text. So I have created one of the this title I have created bird mapping. I have the data, I have the legend, I have the arrow, I have the our scale bar. So how we can create these things, we are going to look into that, how we can look into the each bird. Like it's easier to work here with one bird, correct? Like go to the symbology, but these things will become complex when you are going to work with our ArcPy. But it will be giving you more more easier way when we are going to create a multiple maps. For like you want to create maps for 20 birds, you want to create the map for 100 birds. Like you can see here in the attribute table we have a lot of fields. So if you want to create one by one, you have to call each bird name, you have to call, and you can change the symbology and you can create the maps. But these automations how we can do with our ArcPy, those things we are going to look. Okay, so that is our main agenda for today. You got the problem statement? What is our today's agenda? Do you have any question here? Okay, so we will start. Okay, so first what we will do, we will be calling our two packages. So first package we are calling ArcPy, and second module we will be calling CSV, because we have a CSV file also here. This is a CSV file, be it with this column name A and column B. Okay, and we are going to work here. So what we are doing, first we will be calling our data, the CSV data. So this is the location of our CSV data, this one I put here. And now we are going to read this CSV data. So we have a open method to read the data. Okay, we have this open, we have also talked about how to handle the file. So there we have talked about open function, and we looked into the our these read mode, write mode, append mode. So we are opening the data with the read mode. After opening the data, we have to read the data. So we are using this CSV reader, CSV.reader we are using, and we are saying this save file, this CSV file I have to read, and delimiter will be this comma, and this will be the code character. Code character means this code character will be like see, okay, let me check the code character. This will be the CSV.reader. So determines code character determines the character that is used to close the fields that include the delineator character. So default value is double question mark, and the escape character is the character. Okay, just come here. So this one, whatever we are talking about is this pipe sign. This is our uh, this is used. This symbol is used to separate our the data. Separating the data means our two columns. We are using this pipe to separate these two. It should be here. So it is giving only this object file. This code character they are using this one, but we have here in the safe in the CSV file we are opening, and we are giving this code character as this. So if we need, we can also remove this also. Okay. So let me check why removing this. This is because this is just a this comma I will remove. We will check with this, okay, without this code character. But delineator we have to give, okay. And we are just creating a bird name as a variable, and we are it is creating an object dictionary, sorry, we are creating an empty dictionary, and from our CSV file we are going to create a dictionary with key and value. So key will be your the first column will be the key, and the second column will be our row. So we are creating that with the help of this CSV reader. We have the data in the CSV reader. It will go to each row, and it will take the key value. The first column will be the key, and the second column will be your value, and it is working like this. Okay, it is putting all the keys and value in your bird keys, and it is printing, and then it is closing the file. So let me just look into here. First I have to create all as comment, and just look into these codes. I will explain it again. Yeah, it is running. So you can see here that what we did a simple thing. We have called the CSV module, and in the CSV module you know that we have the functions inside every module. So csv.reader is giving me the function that is used to read the CSV file. So we have given the file here, and delineator whenever using CSV. So the main the full form of CSV is comma separated values. That is why I am giving comma inside a delineator to tell that it is separated with a comma. And I am creating an empty dictionary with name bird's name, and in the bird's name dictionary which I have created, I want to call the data from the CSV which having the two columns, and the first column we have the short form, in the second column we have the full name. So the short name I want to create our as a key, and the full name I want to create it as a value. So in this way we can add the data inside our dictionary, empty dictionary, and it is printing the whole dictionary. So you can see here in the print result in the terminal we are getting the key value. This is a key, this is a value, this is the key, this is the value, this is the key, and this is a value. Okay, so I have explained up to this, and I have closed the file. So we whatever data we have in our Excel sheet, we have converted it to a dictionary, and we stored in the bird's name. Is there any question up to this? Any doubt you have till now?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's see what we are doing next. So next we have to work on our ArcGIS project. Okay, our this data, this is our bird data. We are calling the bird data. We need to work on this. So we have first worked on our Excel file. Now we are going to work on that one. So for that, what we will do, we will set our workspace. Okay, so let's talk about workspaces. What are these workspaces? So your workspaces are like the your we can say it as a folder. So a folder in which we have our all the files. Okay, all the files, like we are saving the files, we are calling the files from there. So that is a location where we are going to work. Okay, so that is called your workspace. So you can set the workspace. So that workspace can be set by arcpy.env.workspace. Okay, in the arcpy module we call the environment and we call the workspace and just keep the our workspace. So we are giving this workspace this bulk map geodatabase. I have a geodatabase in my this folder, and I am just giving this geodatabase as a location from where we will call the data and where we will save the data. And we are using one more function here, arcpy.env overwrite true, overwrite output true. So this means that whenever we are going to save some data which will be having the same name, so it will be not giving the error, it will simply replace it and it will overwrite the name. So this is your true. Do this one. Okay, overwriting our files. So in this way we can set the workspace. Okay, so after setting the workspace, what we are going to do, so when you go to this workspace here, which I have told you here, so let's wait. Okay, so this will be avakaza. So it will be in your first bird mapping. Data is GDB I'm talking about. Okay, when you go to this GDB, you can see a lot of data. This data I'm talking about, this grid 11 kilometer all data. So I have a feature class, file geo database. We have a feature class that is called grid 11 kilometer data, and this data is only that one. If you call here this one, the our save file which we are talking about, this is the same data, grid 11 kilometer all data. So whenever you work on some project, so you will not going to disturb the original data. We will be always going to work on the copy of the your data. Okay, so whenever some project will come and you will get the data, so first you create the copy of the data, then you start working on that. So same thing we will do. We will be first creating a copy of this grid 11 kilometer all data, and we will save in our geo database. So to do that, we have one a function, and that function name is called copy features management. Okay, so we are creating the copy of the original file. So original file is 11 kilometer all data, that is a grid 11 kilometer all data, and with the help of ArcPy package and copy features management, we are creating the copy. So this is original file and this is my duplicate file. Okay, I am creating this one. So I will name it as Vinaya. Okay, this will be the name of our data, which is our duplicate data, copied grid and Vinaya. And then we are saying that now it is created, the duplicate is created. So let's check here it is being created or not. So first we have to make all the things as comment. So what it should be doing, it should be creating a copy of the our grid 11 kilometer data, and that will be named copied grid Vinaya. So you can see here in this geo database we don't have any data with that name. So we have the Chakapalli, Dayanand, Nitin, SK, but we don't have the name with Vinaya. So let's see it is being created or not. So if it will be created, so it will be created in this geo database. So that is the meaning of setting the workspace, that whatever we will do, it will be done here, it will be saved here. So let's run the script up to this and check. So this has created our dictionary with our Excel file, and the workspace is set and the original data is copied. Okay, so let's see it is being copied, so it is named or not. Till now it is not coming, but when you refresh your data it will be coming. See, it is coming, correct? Copied grid Vinaya. In this geodatabase it has come. So in this way we can create a copy of our data. So which function we have used? And this is a permanent copy. This is not a temporary copy. You can see that this is a permanent copy. So we use copy features management to create a permanent layer, this function. Okay. Same you can call from the geoprocessing tool. Copy features. See, this I have called this copy features. If you want to look in the original how it looks like in the Python tool, ArcPy.management.copy features. So what it is taking? It is taking two parameters: input features and output features, the mandatory, and others are the our these are our optional parameters. So input feature and the output feature. So that I have given here, input feature and output feature, correct? This is done. Now what we will be doing, we will be okay, today we will be work only up to this. Okay, we will be working on these up to this, and the other things we will be looking into the next class. So this will be little difficult, these project bird mapping, it's little bit complex, so you just do up to this one. Okay, so when we have copied the data, correct, so now we have to look into its field name. Okay, so you know that we can get the field name with the help of list field. So for that I am creating a empty list that its name is the field names, and I'm going to store the field name in here, and with the help of ArcPy.list field names, and I'm giving the its name Vinaya, the copied file name I will give here. It is there, and now I will loop into the is fields, and we will give the name of the fields. Okay, so this fld.name. So for field in copied, this is the same one. Okay, not this one, the same one. So this here we are calling the name of the fields in the Vinaya, copied grid Vinaya, and here we are adding the names from the fields. In the copied field name we are going to add in the fields name with the help of append method. Okay, and you are printing the field names here, this one. So let's run this one. So we got the dictionary we have set, and we have got the name of all the birds, and we have got the fields name as a list. So today we will keep only up to this. Okay, this fields name we will keep only up to this, and next class we will talk about the other codes, what we are going to do. Okay.